Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. So let me ask you something. Have you ever been hit with that classic question, what do you like to do for fun? You know the one, right? It's supposed to be this super simple icebreaker, but man, sometimes it feels like a pop quiz you didn't study for. And it's so common to just freeze up. Your mind just goes completely blank. You know you have things you like to do, but actually finding the right words in English to describe them, that can be really tough. Well, that's what we're going to tackle today. We're going to give you the tools you need so the next time someone asks, you can answer with confidence, no sweat. And we're going to keep it simple. We're focusing on just 12 key phrases. That's it. Just a dozen expressions that'll have you covered for pretty much any conversation about your hobbies. And to make it even easier to remember them, we've broken them down into 3 simple categories. Think of it like this. Grouping them helps lock them into your brain, so they're right there when you need them. All right, let's dive into our first group. We're calling this one Your Creative Toolkit. This is for all of you who love to make things, to create, to bring something new and beautiful into the world. Okay, first tool in the kit, she draws pictures. It's a great, simple phrase, and it covers so much, right? From just doodling in a notebook to creating a really detailed sketch. The main idea? You're using a pen or a pencil to make art. Now, moving from pictures to words, we've got he writes stories. And again, this is super broad. It could be for someone who keeps a journal, writes blog posts, or, is secretly working on the next bestseller. If you're creating with words, this is your phrase. And of course, we can't forget music. The phrase is just, they sing. It's perfect because your voice is an instrument. This works whether you're in a professional choir or, just belting it out in the shower. It all counts. And the last one in our creative toolkit is we paint. You can use this whenever you're working with colors and brushes. And that could be anything. Watercolors, oils on a big canvas, or even painting digitally on a tablet. It all fits. Okay, let's put down the paintbrushes and head outside. Our second category is all about getting active and enjoying the great outdoors. This is for the movers, the shakers, the people who love to get their heart rate up. First up, a super popular one. They go swimming. Now, I want you to notice a pattern here. This is a big one. We often use the verb go plus a verb ending in ing for activities like this. Think go jogging, go dancing, go swimming. It's a really useful rule. Okay, for our next pattern, let's talk about sports, especially ones with a ball or teams. The magic word here is play. So you'd say, he plays football, or she plays tennis. We play basketball. And hey, a quick tip. In many parts of the world, football is called soccer, so it's good to know both. What about things you get on top of? Well, for those, we usually use the verb ride, like they ride bicycles. This is more about cycling for fun, not just, getting to work. And it works for other things too, like riding a horse or riding a skateboard. And to wrap up this section, let's circle back to that first pattern we talked about, go plus ing. Here it is again. We go hiking. And hiking is a great word because it's more than just a walk, right? It's about being out in nature, on a trail, really enjoying the scenery. Phew! Okay, so we've been creative, we've been active. Now it's time to chill out. Our third and final category is all about ways to relax and recharge your batteries. These are the hobbies that help you find a little bit of peace and quiet. And we have to start with an absolute classic. I like reading. So simple, so direct. It perfectly captures that feeling of just getting lost in a good book. It's something everyone understands and a great way to connect. Next, for all you movie lovers and series bingers out there, the phrase is, she watches movies. And this works for everything, whether you're at the theater, seeing the latest blockbuster, or curled up on the couch watching a show. It's all about enjoying stories on a screen. Now, here's a little grammar tip that's super important. For music, we say, I listen to music. That tiny word to makes all the difference. It shows you're actively choosing to listen, putting on your favorite playlist and really soaking it in. And our last phrase for today introduces our third and final verb pattern, and that's using the word do. For activities like yoga or martial arts, you'd say, we do yoga. It's the perfect verb for these kinds of practices that are both physical and mental. All right, so there you have it, 12 phrases and 3 really useful verb patterns: go, play, and do. You ready to take this new vocabulary for a little spin? Just a quick, fun test. No pressure. Let's do it. Okay, first one. What do you say if your favorite thing to do is get lost in a good book? What's that simple phrase? I'll give you a second. You got it? I like reading. All right, question 2. Remember that activity of walking on trails, maybe up a mountain? Think back to our go plus ing pattern. What is it? That's the one. We go hiking. Awesome job. So, let's zoom out for a second. We've learned some great phrases today for sure, but what this is really all about is something bigger than just vocabulary. Because these aren't just words, they're not just grammar rules, they're invitations. When you tell someone about your hobby, you're sharing a little piece of who you are. You're opening a door and inviting them in, hoping they'll do the same. So I want to leave you with this question. You have the words now. You have the tools. The next time someone asks you, what do you like to do for fun? What new story about yourself are you going to tell? Thanks so much for joining us on The Explainer.